This is Bill Banta. So Bill Banta and I go back quite some years now, and it all started with Bob Proctor.
I could read Amanda's energy like a book. Amanda, you are a very disciplined person. You got very strong energy. You'll go right through a wall to make things happen. You want to follow somebody who's going to win, you get on her wagon. I'm going to tell you, she knows where she's going, this girl. She's got a lot of left brain. She's pretty analytical. She's stubborn as hell. That's what her parents would tell you. She will tell you she's persistent.
So Bob Proctor, I had the honor and privilege of coaching with him. And with Bob, you also got Bill. And so Bill and I, we had a great relationship, and he helped me move past a lot of limiting beliefs that I had about myself and where my business was at. It was doing great, but I had this thermostat that was set, and he helped me unset the thermostat to a new thermostat. And so I wanted to bring Bill here to the Healthy Hydration team as our affiliate coach, our official team coach, to help guide all of you. If you're new to our company or you want to become in our company, Bill is going to be the coach that's helping to look after you and help you get past those limiting beliefs. So with that being said, I just want Bill to kind of introduce himself a little bit, his background, where he came, and just add value to the audience here.
Awesome. Thank you. It's such a blessing to be with you. It's always fun to meet new people. And I truly believe that community has a massive role in our ability to succeed. And that is to associate and be around people that are doers and shakers. And it's just changing our perspective. And that's all that happened to me years and years ago. Being born and raised in a small community, mostly lower middle class, blue collar workers, was our community. Great people, incredible people. My family's incredible, but just had this limiting view. My parents divorced and moved us to a community where the first young man that introduced himself in a new school was a guy named Joe. And Joe came from a very, very successful family. I think we were 12 or 13 at the time. And he came from a super successful family. And that became my best friend early. And there was this polarity between my family and his family, not in the physical aspect, other than, they still fought, their hair poked up in the morning, they still smelled funny if they didn't shower. All of those things were the same. But what was really cool, Amanda, was like they lived different. Like they had this different lifestyle, and there was a lot of freedom, and they traveled and they went on vacation, they had extra houses. And so as a young man, I got to experience both lives. And my parents did an amazing job. They did the best that they could do. It's just what they knew. And I'm grateful for those days, but that's how it started. And so that just opened my mind. Years later, I met Bob through a conversation. And of course, the internet didn't exist. I went to a training in Salt Lake City, Utah. I met Bob Proctor. And then my whole world opened up, because then I understood that I was really born rich, as Bob talks about, that there's this idea and this thing that's inside of all of us that if we can develop it and we can learn to overcome and peel back some of the layers, because we've just forgotten who we really are, and then unlearn some of the garbage and trauma that's been placed on us over the years of being humans living in this physical world that we live in, that there was actually processes and systems to do that. And as I learned that as a young man, we grew, and I fell in love with the coaching industry, and I started seeing people's lives change. And I honored that feeling, and I honored that calling, and went after it in my late 30s. And I've spent every day since then doing it. And it's been such a blessing to meet and work with people like yourself who are hungry, who want more, who have a desire to understand why you're stuck, or why you feel like there's this block in your life when you can see so well what you want, but yet you don't get there. And that becomes perplexing. And then most people just quit, because that is how we're trained. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about mindset and about growth, together over the next several months. And so it'll be my goal is to give everybody enough of a nugget and a challenge so that they can see the truth of who they are and let go of what life's really doing to them, and actually start taking responsibility and start doing life, right? And start doing it the way they want to do it, and have some form of a process and a system to follow, so that you're not alone. Because the last thing you want to do, especially in today's world, in today's economy, and today's social economic levels that we live in, you don't want to be on an island by yourself, because if you do it, you're going to get lost real quick.
Absolutely. So Bill is going to be with us this Thursday, is our first meeting with Bill at 6:00 Pacific Standard Time in our team meeting. So for those of you that are live here, you'll get to experience Bill on Thursday. And for those of you that are here wanting to know a little bit more and how you can get access to Bill, he's in our program. So he's going to be your coach going through the affiliate program, and also for our employees as well. So we're very honored to have you. I'm so excited for the future and everything we have going and planning here.